So we're actually now inside Mt Rainier National Forest, and this is a very, very interesting thing. We are going to be attempting to just do a light little hike. We have a couple, I received a couple messages on exactly where to go. I don't know if we'll be able to reach them today. The weather is not inclement, but it is not nice. It's raining pretty hard. This is filmed actually on Christmas Day. So we shall see where the day takes us. And like I said, I hope we don't get disappeared.
But also we kind of do. In a weird, sick way. We hope we get disappeared. In a sick way, yeah. I've been to Mt Rainier National Park one other time, many years ago, and the only thing that got disappeared was my video camcorder. Well, wasn't my fault.
I'd like to interject on that. What also disappeared was $30 out of my checking account.
$30?
Yeah, so that's disappeared.
No, that was before you were born, actually. It was a long time ago.
How much was it to get in there?
I think $30.
$30.
Yeah. But I don't even know where we started, where we parked our car, where we'd hiked up. Don't know. And today it's also kind of a gamble. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I like the nature, and it is very eerie out. So what's the plan, Erich Andreas?
The plan is to go get a cafe, a martini, and not get dead, and then go for a jolly little stroll and
Get dead.
Not get dead. We're taking some not getting dead lessons, and hopefully not end up as Ray Casper suggested at the bottom of a ravine or an ice shield or something, or an ice, what did he say? Ice what? Something about a Slurpee. He made some sexual reference in a Slurpee.
Icy?
Something like that, yeah.
Slushy?
No, he's a fan of the Slurpees.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Why do we have to walk around all day in the cold weather?
To show the flag.
With the flag of Antarctica?
Yeah, but the good news is my brick is now a popsicle. What movie? Grimmhauser.
Antarctica, we're here.
Haunted woods. Do come along. Okay.
I think I heard something. I think I heard something odd. This road next to us, we're on Mt Rainier, but it's closed. And I swear I heard something. There's nobody around. That was really scary.
Try not to damage any of the foliage, but yeah. We're not even close to the areas where the people have gone missing. However, odd noises here, but that could be anything. We have a road closed for some reason down here too, but yeah, let's go forward. So we have. Now, I'm not gonna get anyone's hopes up. We're gonna end up fine and safe. Nothing bad's gonna happen. But I still like to plant those seeds that it just might. All right, and freezing my bollocks off. Let's go forward. I hope the audio could pick this up, but we're in an area now that is relatively what I like to call unpeopled, but odd noises, howling noises, but very light, which could be anything. Is it something sinister? Probably not, but let's all use our Christmas Day's imagination. All right, up and out. The driver has us at 1 hour, 48 minutes and counting. Pretty deep into the interior of the National Forest here. And No more howling, no more nothing. It is not what we would call the silence, the silence, but nevertheless, pretty eerie, getting dark quick. I wish I had a scary footnote or something, but no.
That's probably a good thing.
Well, probably the scariest thing that I had encountered was actually at the lodge. Double espresso. Combination of bear urine and Sasquatch sweat mixed into a coffee filter. That's probably been the scariest encounter, but what do you expect? All right, let's go.
Good. It's nothing like you've gone after before.
It's not like an old lady. Besides, you know how careful I am. 17 hours in, have no idea where we are. We are officially lost. No mobile phone reception. Almost out of water. No signs of life. Nothing anywhere. All we can really do is trek on, move forward, stay together. Tonight I'll have to set up a perimeter of some sort. I wouldn't call this loss, I would call it abandoned by direction. That's what it is. Anyway, if somebody recovers this footage, let them know that we tried to get out. We couldn't get out. The forest just wouldn't let go. Oh look, a cotton candy machine. Just arrived at Frontier Cabin. All is safe and sound. Everyone is well. I brought us out. I pulled us out. It's my direction, my leadership. So, let's do this work.
Leadership.
All right, so as promised, we are at the haunted cabin, the base of Mt Rainier, and went for a little disappearance hike today. No disappearances, obviously. No near disappearances, just a lot of silliness. And we are now going to be attempting to use our spirit box that was lent to us by a dear friend of ours who's just as screwy as we are, maybe more. And we are going to attempt to contact a ghost or a spirit, or even maybe invite something even more sinister that'll ruin not our night here, but our life too.
No, I'm okay with disappearing. I'm not okay with inviting a demon.
Okay.
No.
So we are going to sweep through the AM channels on our spirit box, and this is this. This is this, and we are going to sweep through at 200, I believe, 200 or 300 ms, at 300 ms, multiple sclerosis, and we will see what happens. We'll ask it a few questions, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to stop it, but it sweeps through very quickly, and I don't see how that would even be possible, but let's just see what happens. All right, so let's go. What do we press? But we're not sweeping it.
Hello, is anybody there?
So what's for dinner?
Have you been inside this cabin before? Are you in this cabin? Is there someone there? Is there something there? This is riveting. Oh, something. So we're doing it manually, sweeping through.
It sounds like an ad.
Are you an ad? Are you an ad blocker? Were you sent by the demonic YouTube gods?
Are you an ad for an ad blocker?
Is there somebody here? Is there an entity here? The Hebrew calendar.
The entity. That's weird. What is that?
Are you an entity here coming to pay us a visit this evening?
Cover me.
Do you have something to ask us? Is there something you'd like to tell us? You know who Ray Casper is? You have a question?
He's not like Ray Casper. Are we alone in this cabin?
Is there someone with us in this cabin? Did somebody used to live in this specific location? Is there someone in this location now? Perhaps this is what Ray Casper says when he says, means when he says, meet him over at the AM.
Now I'm on FM.
I think you're supposed to stay on AM. Entity, do you prefer AM or FM? I'd go to AM because there's less.
I'm back on AM.
So basically, this is just a little transistor radio, correct? Okay. I think this bit's outlived its usefulness. Wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Indeed. So I think we'll wrap it up with this last bit of our Mt Rainier session on the disappearances.
You know, here's something that I'll say. It is a known thing that it is really difficult to pick up any kind of paranormal or spiritual activity on video camera. It's a known thing. They know when they're being recorded and they don't want to be spotted. So I think when people do catch these things on camera, it's always like night cameras, like something hidden, like really subtle.
Yes.
Not this camera just sitting out and looking at us. So.
Oh, I never expected this to actually work.
Well, just wait till you're in bed tonight sleeping and something grabs your foot.
All right.
Because you just opened the door.
I just opened the door. That's why, but
Maybe we should close it.
that's why I don't believe in playing around with the Ouija boards.
No, heck no.
Yeah, that's
if
one
she
thing I
offered a
don't-
Ouija board, I'm sorry, I love this friend, but I don't even think I could be friends if you have a Ouija board in your house and you actively use it. I don't want to be around that energy. It's not right.
Yeah, I believe that is a great way of bringing in something that's
Unsavory.
not unsavory. Yes.
And you know what? I've had paranormal experiences. I've been in bed and it's only happened to me when I'm alone. And I was thinking all kinds of creepy thoughts. Like I was falling asleep and I was very scared for some reason. Like an eerie cloud came over me in my room. This is me as an adult a few years ago. So it's by no means something happened when I was a child and naive, you know. And I was just, this dark cloud kind of came over me. I felt this dark energy where I was scared to open my eyes in the dark in my bedroom. And I have reasons why I would feel this fear. I've had experiences before, but I swear, I am not joking, that I felt a cold hand grip my foot. And of course, naturally, I tried to get up. I could barely even get out of bed. I was so terrified. Scrambling to go turn on the light, lift up the blanket to see what was happening. Maybe there was something underneath the blanket I didn't know.
Late night sneaky uncle?
Worse.
Oh.
Nothing was there. And the reason that's worse is because that has that capability of coming back at any point if I'm not able to stop it by even trying to look for it. And as I was drifting off to sleep that night, I again had that dark feeling, and it's almost like a pressure in my ears. When you were mentioning the silence in the woods, it reminded me of this heavy pressure, this feeling, this like sensation, this like pressure in your ears when this kind of demonic activity is happening in the same room as you. And you know it's about to happen because you feel that like pressure.
Do you believe it was perhaps an interdimensional interloper of sorts?
You know, that's possible because this world is very mysterious to me, and it very well could be from another dimension. It very well could be from the paranormal spirit world that I don't see. And this thing, as I'm trying to close my eyes, is hovering in my room, this dark splotch that almost could be mistaken as some kind of shadow cast from the little bit of lights, a little bit of light coming in through the window and the movement from the wind. Who knows what was happening, but I felt wind, I felt cool breeze, and I felt the shadow come up to my face, and I was screaming.
In the window? Was the window open?
No, but there was a little bit of natural light coming in from, you know, the window. There was no blinds on the window, and if there was wind, that could have moved a tree and made it look like there was a shadow moving in my room. But the problem is, like, with the windows closed, feeling that cold breeze, and something fly in my face, it was almost like a bat flew in my face.
Oh, I see.
And I got up and I was trying to scream and talk, and no sound would come out. Eventually could break through and get up, and this is why I think opening those kind of doors is risky. Did I mean to open a door at the time? No, but it's very easy to accidentally. So this is risky behavior that we're playing around with.
It is risky behavior. I do agree. Especially in the middle of nowhere, and something very odd that happened when we were leaving to go on our hike. We had a near or a close flat tire, which was very, very odd. And for no reason whatsoever, it decided to pump itself back up.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
And but it could be, you know, the change in elevation coupled with change in temperature. But I don't know. It seemed pretty drastic. But we'll see tomorrow. It might be flat, but it also might be our the people that are hosting or own this cabin that are not too far from here, just messing around with us. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of funny, I think.
I don't know what's scarier, actually.
Yeah.
I don't like the hills have eyes people.
Yeah. I know we don't
That's
know
where we are.
That's what they are, but they very well could be.
That's nice of you, but
Yes.
I have my suspicions.
Well, yeah. You do?
Yeah, I just think there's something to be said for, you know, living in kind of just off the grid, almost, pretty much, almost completely off
I'd
the
love
grid.
to live off the grid.
There's something,
personally.
again, there's something to be said for that when you have the right setup.
Yeah.
But when you don't, and it just, for some reason, it attracts us some kind of odd people. Is that blood on the ceiling? You know when blood dries, it gets slightly brown? Am I crazy? Does it look like blood? I did not notice that before.
I bet you it was, they were making spaghetti. The kitchen's right there.
Why would you
And
try?
it's splattered.
Why would you try to
And
rationalize it? We're the lunatics playing with a spirit box.
And 2 big splotches halfway across the cabin.
We'll show you before we end the video, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
That is not spaghetti sauce.
But the real question is, do you like spaghetti sauce?
I think somebody was murdered here. This is a weird cabin. This is a weird cabin.
No.
It's weird. It's not normal. It's like a studio cabin for Ted Bundy.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, don't rationalize it.
Okay.
It's not rational. Think about the kind of person that would choose to live here. This isn't just like a poverty thing. There are things about this cabin that are quite expensive, including that gas stove right there. That's very expensive.
That was it?
Oh yeah, so it's not about poverty. It's just like a weird lifestyle choice. What are these pictures? I didn't even look at the art. I'm getting creeped out.
Oh, and also we have a, I don't know if that's changed, but we have a,
The attic?
the attic. Yeah.
The door to the attic is slightly propped. Immediately I noticed that when we got here because I was just really suspicious. It is not closed all the way.
Yeah, we'll get a video of that too.
I'm getting the shivers.
That's very, yeah.
Demon rats.
Well, we'll get a video here in a second, but yeah, in the immortal words of James Tiberius, it must have been tied into the tape viewer somehow. Maybe some of you out there will get that reference, but let's just take a quick little peeky-boo on what's going on here. So,
You have to turn it horizontal.
we have an attic door that is not closed all the way, it appears. And I don't know if it was like that last evening. In fact, I think it wasn't actually, unless my imagination is playing tricks on me. And then, now, is that blood or what is that?
There's two.
There's 2.
And it's getting bigger. They were not that big when I first looked at it. It's spreading.
It's not spreading.
Because it's a spear trying to remind us what happened. Somebody was murdered here and their blood splattered up on the ceiling. I bet if we look, we'll find it.
Just in 2 little spots?
No, I bet if we look, we'll find it. They probably just were not conscientious enough to look at the ceiling. Probably a lot of other places. Be realistic though. If they were murdered right here and their blood spattered, it would be over here. Look, come here. Blood dripping.
What are you talking about?
Blood. This liquid, you see this? It's blood.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
No,
All
exactly.
right. All right, so I'm going to keep an eye on this attic here. See if it changes. Find out what's going on. But anyway, thank you for tuning in once again. Happy Christmas. And now we're scared. Andreas out.